Hey guys, I decided to record this video because the CSWP010 quiz number 2 is set next meeting. So basically I just wanted to help you to ace it. Now this video shows you how to set the page layout, create and use customized styles like what you did in the last quiz. Also, this video shows you how to insert and format an Excel spreadsheet, how to do the calculations, and also how to insert an Excel chart. So you better watch this video from the beginning till the end. Okay, let's start. After creating a Microsoft Word document, so go straight to Layout tab. Okay, right away go to Layout tab to set the margins to normal, because some of your computers are not set to normal by default, so you have to do it manually. Okay, again, go to Layout and go to margins. Make sure it is set to normal. Also, go to size. Make sure the paper size that you are using is set to US letter, or don't use, because some computers are set to A4, so make sure you change it to US letter, or 8.5 inches by 11 inches. Okay. Now, after doing the layout, of course, you have to go to styles. You have to start creating your new styles. Like in quiz number 1, I will be giving you the settings, okay, for the styles. So I hope you still remember how to create styles, okay. And also, after creating the styles, you start typing. Okay, so again, this is the heading, this is the title. I mean, this is the title, this is the heading, and of course these two are the paragraphs. Okay, you have to apply the three styles that you created to the title, to the heading, and to the paragraphs. Okay, just in case you forgot how to create styles, just watch the first video I created for quiz number 1. Okay, now after typing the paragraph, and after formatting the text, okay, you are now ready to insert an Excel worksheet. So on Mac, so you can insert an Excel worksheet by clicking on the Insert tab of the Word application, and then just go to or click on Objects, and this dialog box appears, and this shows so many object types, and obviously we choose Microsoft Excel worksheet, and then click on the OK button. And then after that, so the new Microsoft Excel worksheet appears, a new one. Okay, so definitely you won't see anything, of course. So I prepared here a simple table here. Okay, so I'll just copy paste. Of course, you're not gonna do this in the test. I will not give you any pre-typed table. So just for the sake of this video, so it would be faster, so I'll just copy paste what I created a while ago. So let me just close it so you won't get confused. Okay, so now the table is done, so don't worry about the text if they are not shown, if they are not fully shown. Okay, we will do something about that later. Just keep on typing, okay, And of course, you have to type the numbers. If you see dollar signs later on the paper you will receive in the test, don't type the dollar signs. We will format your data to use or to display the dollar signs. Also, do not type the decimal numbers. Now, if the number is like what you see in C5, do you see 12.8 right here? Of course, you have to type the 0.8, but if you see 9.00, do not type the decimal part, the 0.00 thingy. Okay, we will format the numbers so they would appear automatically. Okay, now of course, like what you did in the previous exercises, to put the word price down the word list, you have to press Alt Enter on your keyboard. Okay, so just press Alt Enter, so the word price is now in the bottom of the word list. It's on the next line. And so for the other columns, use Alt Enter if you want to put text down. And what is supposed to be total price. Okay, let me say total price. Of course, I have to put the word price down the word total, so I have to press Alt Enter again. Okay, now so using two lines, putting the word underneath the other word is done by using the Alt Enter. Now I am ready to format. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the body excuse me, the body of the table. Okay, so if you notice, I did not select the titles, so I have a plan for the titles. Okay, so in the meantime, select the body including the column titles, and just simply go to format as table to apply a style. So now I'm going to choose a simple one, maybe this one with a shade of blue. So this is blue, table style light 13. So if you don't see this on your computer, so you can choose anything that is similar to this style. Okay, so click on the style that you chose and make sure that you check the box for my table has headers, because yeah, these are the headers. Of course, the column titles. Just click on the OK button. Now, if you notice, the filter buttons are on, so just click the box. Just uncheck the filter button box right here on top, so they would disappear. And what else to do for the column headers? Now go to Home tab and make sure that you use the vertical middle align. Okay, this alignment, middle align. These three on top here are what we call vertical alignment, and the second here, the one in the bottom here, the three are called horizontal alignment. So make sure that for the column titles you are using both middle for the vertical and middle for the horizontal, so they would be vertically and horizontally centered. Okay, now while the body of the table is selected, go to format option here, and you should click the auto fit column width. Okay, so if you will notice that the text here in column A will be displayed. Okay, everything will be displayed, all the characters. So just click on the auto fit column width. So as you can see, all the letters are shown. Okay, next, make sure that this text, all the text are left aligned, indented by 1. Okay, let's make the text indented by 1. So again, I'm gonna use the column auto-fit column width because I indented the texts. Or you can also, to make the column wider, you can place the pointer in between two columns. Just click and drag to the right to make, if you want to make the column wider, or click and drag to the left if you want to make the column width narrower, smaller. Okay, so if you want to make the column narrower, click and drag to the left. If you want to make the column wider, click and drag to the right. Okay, what else? Okay, so I want to calculate the sale price. Of course, you should remember that formulas are preceded with an equal sign. So sale price is obviously equal to B5 minus C5. So since C5 is hidden, so you can just type C5. Okay, as simple as that. So the result is displayed. Now, if you don't see this, for example, just go back to the first row, and then click and drag. Double click on the lower right corner to copy the formula. Okay, you don't have to do the formula for each row. Just go to the first line and double click on the lower right corner of that cell to copy the formula downward. Okay, so what's the formula for the next column? So again, we have to start with an equal sign. So 8% of sales tax is equal to this, which is the sale price, times the 8%. 8%, sorry. And again, automatically all the rows are calculated, but just in case you don't see that, so just go back to E5 and double click on the lower right corner of that cell to copy the formula downward. And the last but not least, the total price, again, it's equal to, always start with an equal sign. So the sale price plus the 8% sales tax. So again, the first row of the 8% sales tax is hidden. So let me just type the location, which is E5. Okay. So just in case you don't see these, just go back to F5 and double click on the lower right corner of the cell to copy the formula downward. Okay, so we're done with the calculation. Now what we're gonna do now next is we're going to format the numeric values. Now these are all amount of money, so I am going to use accounting. I'm going to display the currency. So this time I'm going to use the dollar signs. Okay, so again, select all the numeric value that must be formatted with currency with dollar signs. So select and then go to number ribbon. Okay, and you will see this pull down up here. So you can I want you to use accounting. Okay, a currency and accounting are similar, but the difference is accounting. If you use accounting, there's a space between the dollar sign and the number. Okay, and I want you to display the space between the dollar sign and the number. So I'm going to choose accounting. Okay, so see, before you apply the accounting, the decimal parts are not displayed, but after you apply the accounting setting, accounting style or formats, the two decimal places are automatically displayed. Okay, so like what I said just a few seconds ago, I want to explicitly, I want to display the the space between the dollar sign and the number. So just make the column a little bit wider, not much, not as much as that. Okay, that's too much. Just enough to show the space between the dollar sign and the number. Okay, I just want you to display a space between the dollar sign and the number. Now again, if you are using accounting format, make sure that the horizontal alignment is off. So it's not set to left, not set to center, and not set to right. So nothing. Make sure that none of the three is selected. Okay, none of them. So I want you to not to select any horizontal alignments, not left aligned, not centered, not right aligned, nothing. Okay, now oops, why is book black and the rest are white? So just make the font color of the first column header to white, so they would be the same. Okay, now after creating the numbers, after formatting the numbers, let's go to row 1 for the title. Now in the quiz, you might have only one title. Okay, but this example has two titles, the main and the sub. This is the main title and this is the subtitle, but in the test, in the quiz next meeting, you might have only one. So I want you to center the title. So if you have columns A to F, make sure that the title is centered. So we are going to merge all these columns so they become one. So the title would be centered. So if you use up to F, if you use columns up to F, if you have columns A to F, make sure that you select the columns from A to F of row 1, and then on home tab you will see on alignment header, alignment ribbon, you would see merge and center, or you can also right click on it and you can choose format cells. Okay, but this is tedious. Just click on the merge and center button on the alignment ribbon. Okay, and again, make sure you remember that titles are bold, and the main title number 1 is of size 14. Now there's another title here. This is the subtitle. I want you also to center it. So again, select columns A to F of row number 2 where the subtitle is, and then click on merge and center on the alignment ribbon. And of course, title must be bold, so and the subtitle is just of size 12. Okay, so main title is of size 14 and subtitle is of size 12. Okay, before I forget, don't change the font of your table. Always use the default, and the default rather, sorry, is Calibri. Don't change it to anything else. Okay, just to make this simple. So we're done formatting the table, and now we are ready to insert this to Microsoft Word. So simply close the Excel, and the table is here. Okay, make sure that you center the table on the page. So click on the center text alignment on home tab just to center the table. Now on some MacBook, okay, so you would see that there are some columns missing. Now if that happens, what you're gonna do in the beginning is you insert you insert the object from file. Okay, because what we did a while ago we chose this object type here. But if you do that and later you see that there is a column missing, you save the Excel file that you created, and then you'd redo the process of inserting the object. So just click from file button and find where you saved the Excel sheet that you created and click on insert. So I'm sure that by doing that, the problem will be solved. Okay, just in case there are some columns that don't appear on the table. But so far my table is my table is correct. Everything is shown. Now we are done with the Microsoft Excel table. What I'm gonna do next is I'm going to create or insert an Excel chart based on this table. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to copy this table. I'm gonna paste it down, so I'm sure there's no space in the bottom. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to break this page. I'm going to put the table and the chart on the next page. So after the text, after the paragraph, before the table, click on Insert tab and let's insert a page break. So the rest, after that paragraph, everything is on the next page. So I want you to do this, okay, because the text is a little bit longer, and then so the chart and the table cannot be accommodated in one page anymore. So we're gonna have 2 pages this time. Okay, let's start inserting a chart. Okay, so again, I'm going to base my chart on the table, on this table. So I'm going to copy this table and I'm going to paste it down. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the Excel application. So you can right click on this second table and click on open, or just simply double click. That will also do. Okay, so now in the test I will tell you which data to use for the chart. So you better look closely at the instructions. So now I'm going to base my chart on books list price, book list price and sale price. So select these 3 columns, and then after selecting the data that you want to base the chart on, go to Insert tab, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a 3D column, clustered column chart. Okay, so after inserting the 3D clustered column chart, I want to move it to a new sheet. Okay, I want to move this chart to a new sheet. So while this tab is selected, you will see the Move Chart button on the extreme right. Just click on it, and I want to move it to a new sheet, like what I just said. And now the chart now is in the new sheet. Okay, so it looks like the chart is so big. Yeah, okay, just no problem, just don't mind it, it's okay. Now what I'm gonna do next is I'm going to change this title. So I'm gonna name it Jarir Book Sale. Let's see. Okay, so the best name for the chart is the column title, okay, the main title and the subtitle. So what is the main title? Jarir Book Sale, and the subtitle is Summer Savings Sale. So I'm gonna put another title. So after typing the main title, just press enter key to insert the subtitle. So summer savings sales. Okay, savings sale. Okay, but if your table has only one title, only just the main title is fine if you only have one line of title here. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to add chart elements. So I'm going to add axis titles. So I'm sure you haven't done this before, so better watch closely. Okay, so on Windows you will see a plus if while the chart is selected, like this one. You will see the edges. So you will see the plus sign on the upper right corner, but this is a MacBook. I'm using a Mac, so I don't see the plus here. All I see here is on the chart design tab. On the extreme left, there is a button called add chart element. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the axis title. The axis titles are the one you see on the y-axis and on the x-axis. So I'm going to display them both. So first, I'm going to insert primary horizontal. So the one underneath these columns here. So this is the title, though it's very small. Just type what by the way, what are these? These are the book titles, right? So you can type book titles. Okay, so change the title to a new one. Make sure you change it. Okay, so let's make it bigger. There you go. Now it's changed to book titles. Okay, next. Again, go back to chart design tab to add a chart title. To add an element. So I'm going to add another axis title, which this time it's going to be primary vertical. So the one on the left. Okay. So what do you think these values are? So these are prices. So just change it to a new title. Let's call it prices because these are amount of money. Prices of the books, right? Now, so I'm done inserting or adding titles. The chart title, the axis titles, and of course this is what we call legend, and this automatically appears. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to format the table. So titles, let's make it bold. The main title is always 14. Let's make it 16 this time, and bold. And the subtitle, if there's any, let's make it 12 bold. Okay, let's make it 12 bold. Now the y-axis title, let's make it a little bit, let's make it far from these value axis values here. Okay, just click and drag just to put it away a little bit. Of course, it's a title, so it should be bold. Let's make it 12. And so the x-axis title, of course, make it bold because it's a title, and make it 12 as well. And I want you to, this legend here, let's make it bold as well. So, excuse me, let's make it 10, or let's make it 12. Okay, and everything else, everything is bold. Let's make it 10. Let's make this these values bold as well, and let's make it 10. So basically everything in the chart is bold. Okay, so again, the titles, I have main and the sub. So main is bigger than the sub, so I made it 16 bold. The subtitle, I made it 12 bold. The y-axis is 12 bold. The x-axis title is 12 bold. These axis values are bold 10. Okay, these are bold, and the legend, of course, don't forget, it's also bold 12. Now I want you to move your legend to the right, to the bottom right, to the, what you call this, lower right corner. So just click and drag, okay, to the lower right corner. So you can move this x-axis title a little bit down here. You can click and drag to move. There you go. Then click on the what you call this. Okay, I think that's enough. I think what we can do is, wait, let me just undo it. Okay, where is the, let's put the legend back there just a little bit. Just click and drag to the right. You're so stubborn, huh? Why don't you want to go? There you go. One more. There you go. Just put it in the lower right corner. And close the Excel. And you will see it's now inserted in the Microsoft Word. Just make it smaller. Click and drag the corner so it would be smaller, something like that. Okay, so make sure you save your work before you at least every 5 minutes, so whatever happens, your document is safe. Okay, you cannot afford to lose your document during the test. You don't want to get a 0, of course. So I think these are the only things you need to know to get at least an A in the next quiz. Okay, so I hope this would help you in so many ways. Bye bye.